Let's talk left hand technique. 5 things we want to discuss: grips, hand pressure, intonation, vibrato, and muting. Now, before we get started, I want to emphasize that what I'm going to demonstrate for you are basic fundamentals. It's going to be important that you practice to develop a technique that is comfortable for your individual playing style. So 2 grips we want to talk about. The first grip is a conventional grip where the bar is laid down across a group of strings. Now, for this video, everything's going to be played in the key of G, 3rd fret, basically focused on strings 8, 6, and 5. This is a conventional grip. All right, the way it's achieved, turn your left palm up. I'm placing the bar between my index and my middle finger. The end of the bar is at the end of my index finger, and then my thumb goes on the side of the bar. I want to flip my hand over, and I want to be able to hold onto the bar and suspend it above the strings without dropping it. Now, when I lay the bar down on the strings, my thumb relaxes, and my index finger and my middle finger start to take over the bulk of the work. All right? Now, the second grip we want to talk about is called a bar tilt. It's where we take the bar and we tilt it. We're going to focus on a single string. In this case, it's string 5, fret 3 to 5 to 3. And I'm playing the note or the string with the end of the bar. All right, now the grip starts out the same. Turn the left hand palm up. The bar goes between the index finger and the middle finger. The end of the bar is at the end of the index finger. Now your thumb comes a little bit more up underneath the bar, because now when you've got it tilted, you've got to be able to grip it more and hold on to it. Your index and your middle finger are carrying as much weight. So you've got conventional grip where it's laid down across a group of strings, and a bar tilt, single string. All right, so let's talk hand pressure. This is an easy one. Take your bar and just place it over fret 3, and just take your index finger and hold the bar in place. Hit strings 8, 6, and 5. You'll hear this rattling motion. You want enough hand pressure to get rid of that rattling. You don't need any more. If you place more hand pressure on it, you most likely will push your strings sharp. Now let's talk intonation. A very important subject because you want to be able to play in tune. The idea is to take your bar and place it over a fret marker, right over it. And when you play the strings, that's 8, 6, and 5, it should sound in tune. If that bar is slanted, you'll start to hear it out of tune. So the idea is to have it straight across the fret marker and work to have it all nice and in tune. A good exercise would be to plug your tuner up, go to that 3rd fret, the G chord, no pedals, and play strings 4 and 8. And look at your tuner and see if you're in tune with your tuner. And then play around with it. Move it up to the 5th fret to the A's. This is one of the most important things that we'll need to work on, because it's important that you play in tune. All right, so now let's talk about vibrato. Vibrato is important because it adds character and emotion to your playing, but also at times it can cover up intonation issues. 2 types of vibrato that we want to look at. One where you're rolling the bar back and forth across the fret. And then there's another type of vibrato where you're actually sliding the bar across the frets. It's a really put a lot of emphasis on a wide vibrato. Rolling, and then here's more of a sliding. Again, basic fundamentals, you'll need to work to develop a technique that works great for you. Last thing is muting. One thing I want to make sure that you notice, let's say I'm just playing a lick like this. Notice that the bar starts to move back as I was playing that lick, and my middle finger and my ring finger start to dampen the string. So here's that lick one more time. Notice how the bar moved backwards. So there is a muting with the left hand. It's generally done with your middle finger and your ring finger.